Look, y'all. I'm in the studio and my hands are free. Shout out to the rock star. I cannot think of your name. I'm not even sure if it was a guy or a girl, but shout out to the rock star who told me to just put my seats back and then I would be able to lay this on here flat, and it worked. Niggas jammed up in this back seat, but damn it, I get to be free with the hands, y'all, because y'all know I like to talk. I like to put things together and grab from, do all of that. Anyway, you guys, I came out here to do this video. Dropping my phone again. I came out here to do my video earlier today and my damn computer wasn't charged. You guys, y'all know that you gotta work with me while I try to get used to this new car. I had a plug in the nitro. I mean, like an actual plug I can plug my computer directly into, and here I don't have that. So now I've got to really be diligent on making sure that my laptop is charged. Actually, I just got an iPad, the big one, specifically to do videos on, and I still haven't done it yet. Okay, but I am. That was the purpose of getting that thing. So yeah, just y'all bear with me while I try to get the concepts together so I can make sure that I continue to bring you the videos that you are used to. But anyway, you guys, now that I don't have as much time, we got to get through this fucking video. I ain't got time to be fucking with y'all all day today. Okay, so with that being said, this is just a little bit of talk about what's at the top of the blogs. Let's get to it. Y'all, we just gonna touch on each subject today because, like I said, I ain't got all that much time. Okay, first of all, we got to talk about Kanye West. It happened while I was in Los Angeles, and I was thinking that it would have been done blew over by now, but it didn't. Actually, the day that I got to LA, Kanye West was supposed to be performing, or I think the next day, at the Forum out in Los Angeles, and he canceled. That was after he had this string of crazy rants that he did at a concert. Not quite sure where that concert was, but I'm sure you guys have all seen him. He's talking about everybody, Jay-Z, Beyonce, DJ Khaled. Okay, sound like he has some shit to say about Drake, talked about Kid Cudi, but positively. But he just went crazy. Shortly after rantings, then he canceled his LA concert, and then after that he canceled the rest of his entire tour. So I had figured something was going on there. I did not expect, however, for him to have this breakdown. That's what it looked like it is to me. Basically that, Kanye West, whether or not he's overworked, undersleeping, stress, paranoia, manic behaviors, not quite sure what to call it. I know that when I had my son, I already talked to you guys about my, I felt like it was a form of psychosis, that I was completely out of my mind with paranoia and just kind of afraid of everything. And I think a lot of it has to do with not getting any sleep. I was not used to not being able to sleep. I had always been a good sleeper, and when Joe came about, I was completely thrown, and I never was quite the same until Joe started sleeping through the night. Okay, I did recognize that I was having those problems, and I went to the doctor and we got on medication, and that helped, but not until Joseph started sleeping through the night, right around four months or so. Actually, it was 5 months that I started to feel like myself. So, I don't really know what's going on with Kanye West. The doctors put him into, some said it was voluntary, some said it was involuntary, but they put him into the mental hospital because, like I said, they said he was sleep deprived and tired. And then we started hearing things about paranoia and manic behaviors and depression and all of that. But none of it surprises me. Kanye West has, over these last few years, most pointedly, everybody talks about when his mother passed. That may have been the turning point. And as Kanye West has grown in popularity and the pressures of trying to be successful has laid upon him, we cannot ignore that people think that the Kardashian curse has a lot to do with it. Whatever it is that's going on with Kanye West, I'm not surprised. Okay, I think it's been we've been listening to his music, and obviously he has changed from his first 3 albums, which I love to death. As time has gone on, I have, like, this new album of Kanye's, I don't like it. I think it's bad, but everybody swears that it's all that, but I'm just like, yeah, this is nothing compared to what he used to do. It's almost, you can kind of say, pre-Donda and post-Donda. Post-Donda Kanye is just a little bit different. So yeah, I'm not surprised. I am very sad for him. It's hard that if he is going through these mental issues, him being at the level that he is, not quite sure, or the people that are around him, if he's got you know, the right kind of support, if he's got yes men around him. It makes me sad for him because he really seems like he is by himself, even though he's married and he has, you know, his children. I'm not even sure if, you know, Kim Kardashian was ready for this. Okay, Kim Kardashian, of course, is going through her own issues with the robbery. They haven't said much else about the robbery, but I just always wonder if more happened, and they will never put that out there. But, you know, for her to be so completely shook and kind of pull away from media 100% when that's nothing like how she used to be, to me, that means something. Okay, some people are saying, no, that's not it. You know, Kim Kardashian, she's still a popularity, not a popularity, you know, publicity whore and all of that. But I feel like the Kardashian West family is definitely going through something. So now they say that he has been released. He was in the hospital for over a week, and that's a long time for you to be on a, you know, a psych hold. So something just tells me that Kanye might just need to get some rest and take care of himself. When you're one of those people, though, that are just always used to going, it's probably going to be next to impossible to get him to settle down. Otherwise, he is going to overwork his brain so much that he's never going to get right. Yeah, I mean, I just feel bad for him. I'm not going to sit here and call him crazy and call, you know, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to say that in the purest form of the word, I think Kanye has lost a lot of his mind. And that's sad. We're going to pray for him. We're going to hope that he gets it together. I did hear today the J. Cole song. You know, everybody is talking about this J. Cole documentary type album that he has coming out. And he talks about this person who was the fall from grace, who called themselves a genius that everybody bought into, and now, you know, he sees that this person is not the person that they used to be, and I do feel like he's talking to Kanye West. I don't feel like it's a diss necessarily, but I do feel like he's just kind of talking about how he feels. He never says any names, but the fact that he says genius, and I don't know many other artists out there who call themselves genius, a rapper anyway, other than Kanye West. Coming at a not so good time, considering Kanye West is in the you know, having these problems. But what can you do? The same thing happened with Drake and Kid Cudi, whatever his name is. Kid Cudi was in rehab and Drake put the song out. Hey, I guess that's just how the game goes. I'm trying to get hip to all of this. Y'all, I'm so glad my hands is free. I guess that is what the game requires. People just say how they feel, don't necessarily say the names. They leave you guys to guess who they're talking about, and that is what it is. All I am going to say is that I hope that Kanye West does get healed, that his brain can rest, that he can be a man that I know that God put him on this earth to be, and that's it. Okay, Kanye, hold your head up. We know you can get back to where you used to be. I have had so many people ask me over and over and over again if I watch the show Insecure. Yes, I watch the show Insecure. I watch it every single week, all the way up to the finale. I don't even know why you guys wouldn't automatically know that I love the show. The show is all things Los Angeles. It reminds me so much of my girlfriends. It reminds me so much of me at a certain time in my life. It reminds me of just everything on the show. I can pinpoint, I can tell you exactly where they are. Just hearing her voice is like, it's soothing to me because she sounds like so many of my girlfriends out in Los Angeles. I mean, just her West Coast LA accent. I love Issa. I think that it's a wonderful thing that she has grown from YouTube to where she is now. I mean, she is awesome. Black girl magic in its finest form. So good for her. Yes, I love the show. Absolutely love the show. I love the fact that I didn't really know many of the actors on there other than the guy who played her boyfriend and the guy who played the boyfriend's like best friend, because, you know, we remembered him from NWA, Straight Outta Compton, I mean. But other than that, I like that, you know, those people, although I'm sure they've been on other things, I didn't know them, so it was just it's just a fresh show to me. And the finale was exactly what I expected it to be. I thought that it was realistic. That now I'm gonna give a spoiler here, so if you ain't seen it yet, y'all need to fast forward a couple of minutes, okay? I thought that for sure that her boyfriend, I keep wanting to call him Blue because that was his name on the game, but I knew that her boyfriend was going to eventually fuck that girl. Okay, she's been kind of, you know, floating around here and there. She's never been out of her, you know, once she realized that he had a girlfriend and we didn't see her anymore. But I knew she was floating around in the background, y'all, and ain't nothing better than getting back at somebody who fucked around with you. I mean, who fucked around on you by going and fucking somebody else. What I always tell you guys, new dick and pussy will sure put new perspective into your life. And he was fucking the hell out of her. I was like, oh my goodness. Like, were they really doing it? Charlie was leaning on her and the ass was up in the air. And I was just like, oh my goodness, child. I had to rewind that part. That shit was better than some porns I saw. But yeah, the show is really good. It just speaks to our generation right now. You know, I just all of the scenarios in there, you can tell that the people that are writing for that show really know you know, what black women somewhere in the ages of 30s, you know, in their 30-year-old selves time, you know, what did I just say? Black women somewhere in their 30s, what they're going through. So yeah, I love the show. I thought the finale was great. I'm glad that they're getting a second season. I don't think I'll ever review that show because, you guys, I love certain shows that I just love to death. I don't want to review. I just want to enjoy it just like everybody else. I tell you guys that all the time, and you guys never really understand where I'm coming from with that. But yeah, the show is great. Congratulations to Issa and all of the writers. I can't think of the producer. That she's a big known name. Congratulations to all of them. I think they're doing an awesome job. I can't wait for a second season. Do you guys watch the show? What did you guys think about the finale? So this Brandy Monica beef, I swear I don't get it. Okay, I know that a while ago I made a video talking about, actually I was defending Brandy, and I didn't think that she was meaning any shade towards Monica when she didn't want to do the So Gone challenge, okay, because nobody has to do that. But now, as I start to watch this whole story unfold, I'm starting to feel like something is fucking wrong with Brandy. Okay, now let me tell you something about the gift and the curse of Snapchat. Social media, but Snapchat specifically. Snapchat allows you to get on the social media and say exactly what you feel right at that time. And you don't necessarily have time to think about what you really should say, especially as a celebrity, and you know millions of people potentially might see this, especially with blogs now who hurry up and copy shit before you can even get a chance to erase it, delete it, and then they post it, and even though you've gotten rid of it, it's out there for the rest of the world to see. Brandy is a perfect example of how Snapchat has changed how I view her. Now, I still love her as an artist. She is a wonderful singer, very talented. Nobody out there like her. She has a completely distinctive, smoky, alto, husky, strong voice. And there's nobody out there like her. And it's too bad that she has allowed Snapchat to really let us see her inner workings and kind of realize how still very insecure and petty she is. And I'm fine with petty. People can be petty all the time. But the insecurity of Brandy is what is more prevalent in her Snapchats. And it's disappointing, right? So now I'm starting to realize that it's not necessarily Monica. Okay, even though Monica may have participated in some of it at the very beginning, but obviously Monica has decided that Brandy is going through some shit on her own. She's not going to engage in that, which I think is great. It's not even about Monica no more. It's about whatever Brandy is going through. So the Soul Train Awards, you guys, I didn't watch it because I was in Los Angeles. I know y'all sick of me talking about LA. I didn't watch it because I knew that if I did, it was going to make me want to do a video, and I was really trying to just enjoy myself and not deal with any of that while I was there. So I didn't see what all was going on with the talks about the fairy godmother. I don't even know if that actually happened at the Soul Train Awards, but I did see where Brandy had changed the lyrics in the song that she has with Kanye. What's the name of that song? Let's talk. We gonna talk. Something about talking, y'all. She changed the lyrics, and I don't think it was that big of a deal, but it was only because she should know that her social media audience was going to pick up on what it was. And coming off the strength of all the other beef in the background that's been, you know, happening in the chatter with Monica and Brandy, that little thing turned into something big. You know, I think Brandy was making it a point, well, her mom jumped in and made it a point to say about an interview that Monica did where she said that, you know, Whitney Houston was everybody's fairy godmother, and you know, and then Sonya came in and said she was not everybody's fairy godmother. Do you realize that there's no such thing as a fucking fairy godmother? Okay, we arguing over a figment of an imagination. This is just a word that people use when they admire somebody who's been there for them. It's not really a real fairy godmother. So somebody can be a fucking fairy godmother if that's what they want to say they sorry. So Brandy and Sonia. Okay, granted, let me just back up. I feel like there is other shit that's happening in the background that none of us will ever be privy to. But the fact that we'll never know exactly what the background shit is especially the reason why Brandy should leave the shit alone. Because it just makes it look like you are continuously attacking Monica. And again, Monica took the high road. When everybody was letting her know what Brandy said, and she said, what, I think Brandy is an awesome singer, okay, and her talents will never be, never be matched, and, I'm not going to get involved in this, and this, that, and the other, and left it alone. You guys already know that the fans are who keep those things going. Nothing can ever cool down because the fans don't fucking forget. But, yeah, I think that it's mostly about Brandy and her need to prove to the world that she had this relationship with Whitney Houston, which none of us are discounting and none of us are denying. I totally believe that her and Whitney Houston had a relationship, but that doesn't mean that Monica didn't, and many others didn't either. From what I understand, Whitney Houston was almost a woman of the people, and that was the reason why we loved her so much, because with all of her talents and all of her ability to reach the who's. I mean, she was extremely A-list. We knew that she didn't have a problem with, kind of, I shouldn't say groveling, but she didn't have a problem with getting down here with your people. So I'm tired of Brandy. I had to stop following her on Snapchat because she was going to make me not like listening to her music. And I know I don't need that to happen because Brandy's music, her performance, I did watch her performance itself. And she did awesome. And some of those songs I had them forgot about. And I was just like, damn, I forgot she had some hits. So I'm not trying to get rid of her catalog. So in order for me to keep this relationship with Brandy, okay, I'm just going to have to not follow her socially. I can't take it no more. Cannot take it no more. Brandy, I wish you would realize what it is that you have in yourself and feel like you don't have to reach out and shade anybody because you are a legend in and of yourself. Don't fuck it up. Okay, trying to keep this shit going with Monica. I want Brandy to change. I don't know what it needs to happen to make that happen, but she got some growing up to do. So we talking about the extremely petty, huh? Y'all saw the video that T.I. posted and the Shade Room posted of Tiny dancing with Floyd Mayweather at Mariah Carey's Halloween party. Remember, Tiny made it seem like she didn't have anything to do with Floyd Mayweather until she was walking out, and that's when, the Queen, Mariah, asked her to take a picture. Well, that ain't how it happened, okay? Well, maybe it did, but she left a little bit out. She was having a good damn time with Floyd Mayweather at the party. Now, let me just say, okay, we all know about T.I.'s, his proclivity to engage with the other women. And when I say engage, I mean all forms of engagement, fucking and whatnots. We know about his shit that he does. We almost get pissed at Tiny for her accepting it and going back time and time again. But we done kind of took the route that, she married to him and that's what the fuck she want to do. If she like it, I love it, okay? I can't worry about what the fuck is going on with TIandTiny. So if Tiny want to fuck around and dance all over Floyd Mayweather, I think she should get a pass for that. But you gotta remember that it's always people watching. For her to get out there and act like they didn't do nothing. I mean, they still didn't do nothing, you guys. They wasn't fucking on the floor or nothing. But for her to act like nothing happened and then for that video to surface, it was just like, girl, here we go again. So T.I. posted the video. The Shade Room posted the video. Okay? Who should like the video, the postings, but Tamar. So Tamar gets pulled into the whole mix. People thought that she was upset with Tiny because Monica all up in the mix today, right? Well, Monica was on The Real. She had a guest spot for a week or so on the show, and I think Tiny had congratulated her on her Instagram, and then shortly after that, Tamar unfollowed her. When people said, that shit was fucked up for you to do that, just because she congratulated Monica, Tamar said, that's not the reason. Okay, how about you ask Tiny why you unfollowed her? Okay, and then she went on to say some shit like, why don't you eat the ass of the turkey since it's Thanksgiving or some shit like that. But I done lost my train of thought. Hold on, let me get it back. Look like Shanae there. Oh, now they're saying that Tamar, which this don't really make sense to me. I'm just telling you what the blogs are saying, but it's stupid to me if this really is the reason why. But they're saying that Tamar got upset with Tiny because of this video of her dancing with Floyd Mayweather, which makes no sense. But you know, the fact that she liked those posts, it was sort of like she was co-signing that Tiny was wrong. I was thinking to myself, like, bitch, now you the best friend, supposedly. You should know all the shit that Tiny go through with T.I. You mean to tell me a bitch can't get a dance real quick at the damn party? I don't know. The problem with Tamar is, you know, people are always watching. You can't just unfollow somebody without you trying to bring attention to yourself. I always feel like that girl has these ulterior motives of just wanting attention. Like, I'm not going to unfollow when I know people are watching to see if I'm going to unfollow, okay? Just look, if you don't like what the fuck they got, just scroll past it. It don't take more out of your life. Just scroll on up. Didn't I tell y'all that before? Just scroll on up. Scroll on up. Yeah, Tamar, always trying to get attention. Even in this story, she's taking attention away from TIandTiny. I don't know. Look, the bottom line is TIandTiny are never gonna break up. Okay, they don't supposedly live together, but on paper they gonna be man and wife. They gonna keep this fucking show because that's income for them, and they can't fuck it up by, you know, finally admitting to T.I.'s proclivities. That's that. You guys, and then in reality talk, let's talk about a few reality shows. First of all, Basketball Wives LA. So they've kicked off the cast. Y'all don't know how fucking happy I am because I told you guys that I boycotted that shit last season because I was just like, I done had a fucking enough. Okay, so they have gotten rid of Single White Female, and for those of you guys who don't know who that is, that's Brandy. They've gotten rid of Malaysia. They've gotten rid of Angel Brinks. They've gotten rid of what's the child, a DJ? What the girl named Duffy? And that other Angel girl. Okay, now they off the show. And we are now bringing in Evelyn Lozada. Tammy is returning. Shawnee is returning. Jackie is returning. And they're bringing in two new names. Aja Matoyer, who is the baby mama to Dwayne Wade, you know, who had the breakup baby, the bub. She's coming to the show. And also Kiana Green. And Kiana is the baby mama to Nick Young 2 times on the strength. She also will be added to the cast. I don't know if they're going to have major roles, but they're saying right now that those two are going to be on the show. So, and that they're about to start filming. So Evelyn Lozada did announce that she was going to be on it when she was on The Real. She was hosting on there for a week. And then I'm hearing about the breakup baby mama and Kiana Green, all of them being on the show just throughout the blog. So, yeah, you guys, this might make me watch the show again, okay? I just might pick that show back up. The reason why I dropped it is because I could not anymore with Malaysia and Single White Female, and I don't even know what the antics happened last season, okay, other than the little breakdown that Jackie had. I had to watch that because everybody was talking about it. She fell all in the floor. That bitch Jackie is crazy, but Jackie gonna have to change up that shit. These are the OGs, and I feel like Jackie will respect them more and probably have to change up her, because she can't be crazy with these bitches here, okay? So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So glad they got rid of that other cast. They was bringing that fucking franchise down. As far as Love and Hip Hop ATL is concerned, looks like there's a few things happening. I see that Stevie J has his own show. I don't remember the name of it, but it's, you know, it's him and his family, minus his so-called wife Jocelyn. But Jocelyn supposedly has a pregnancy special that she's recording for VH1 too. Now I don't know the deeds on that. I just have seen that Jocelyn has been posting about that. Somebody, side note, can somebody fucking get Jocelyn and put her some goddamn clothes on? I am so fucking tired of seeing her walk around with a bra on with this 7-month belly. And that shit is so not the business. It's not cute. It's not sexy. I'm not saying that pregnant women aren't sexy, because honey, Roxanne was quite the sex pot when she was pregnant. Y'all, just kidding. Shit, I did feel good about myself. I felt sexual and all that when I was pregnant, you know. So, but why is you walking around with your titties out and your stomach out? Okay, that ain't the image that I want to see my mama when I get older. You know, my mama walking. What is it with these young folks? Some fucking clothes on. I can't take it. She be having all this goddamn jewelry on, and then she got the fur or the velvet, and then she got the lace bra, and she got this big ass stomach, and then she got these tight ass pants on. I was just like, girl, no. Ugh. Anyway, let me get back to Stevie J and Jocelyn. So supposedly they both got their own separate shows, and then of course they're supposed to be recording for Love and Hip Hop ATL as well. But now they're saying that Stevie J is going to try to get full custody of the baby, if it is his. I doubt that will happen. He don't have custody of any of his other kids. Jocelyn hasn't proven to be a bad mother. So, I mean, I don't see that happen. But that's what the talk is right now. I have a feeling they're just trying to set up storylines for next season. But, so we'll see. We'll see. I'm anxious to see how a pregnant Jocelyn acts on the new season. We just gonna wait and see how that goes. And then Duchess and Caesar, everybody's talking about this breakup that they had. You guys don't realize that, you know, every time a show is about to start recording, then we start hearing about the dramas in the background so that we can kind of get an idea of what their storyline is going to be. So it's going to be Caesar and Duchess breaking up because he done got somebody pregnant, supposedly. He's denying it. She's saying that it happened and all. But I mean, I don't believe that shit. That's strictly for the show. It's always like that when the show is about to come back on, or when they start taping for it, then all of a sudden we start hearing all this shit. Motherfuckers is quiet the whole rest of the year. But right before the show is about to come on, then they come on back with this drama. And you know, Black Ink just went off for Chicago, so New York should be coming back soon. So that's all that's about. And then Real Housewives of Potomac, they're saying that it's about to come back, season 2. I'm not quite sure when. I probably will be reviewing it. As far as I know, the whole cast, with the exception of, what was her name, Ashley or Katie? The one that was supposed to be getting engaged to the guy, but now they're not even together no more. I think they said that she's not on the show anymore. I can't remember her name. Is it Katie or Ashley? It was one of them. They say that she's not coming back. Other than that, so far I haven't heard that any of the rest of the cast is coming. So yeah, whenever it comes, I think I will be reviewing that too. And then in quickies, you guys, Mariah Carey supposedly has a new boyfriend by the name of Brian Tanaka. He is the 33-year-old backup dancer for Mariah Carey, and news now has it that he is also the person that Mariah's now ex-fiance supposedly did something bad to when they were overseas, that she had to cancel the rest of her tour and bring it on back to the United States. So now the story starts to make a little sense. And the something bad was probably, you know, the fiance fucking up O'Brien for getting a little too close to his fiance. Okay, so when I really think about the story, it seems a little planted. Not really sure why Mariah Carey would come out with a boyfriend so soon after everything that has happened. When I look at the guy, I'm just like, ooh. I mean, he is like schmarmy looking. He looked like he smelled like wet Lay's potato chips. He's just not really cute. I mean, now she's obviously trying to take the J-Lo route. I mean, you know, everybody done left her, so now she got to get a young tenderoni. At least J-Lo had Casper, and Casper was cute. This one, I'm just like, I don't really know. But listen, if Mariah feel like she need to get her groove back, then you know what? If you like it, I love it. I can't fuck around with them young babies. Honey, them young men will run your fucking ass crazy. I promise you. I tell you that all the time. My girlfriends with these young boyfriends, child, they be stressed the fuck out. They be having a good time in the bed. But all that, I don't know if it's worth it. But maybe Mariah is just trying to have fun right now and take her mind off. You know, because I really was hoping that her and Nick got back together. But, you know, now Nick is having a baby, and so it ain't looking like it's happening there. I guess Mariah said, fuck it. I'm going to get with this young man, and I'm going to let him pick my big ass up in the water. Looking at that picture, he looked like he was breaking his back. He was all lean back, you know, she was all big stomach, you know, just not big, but not little, y'all. Mariah ain't little by any stretch of the word, okay? So she probably was like, this nigga can come on, and we can have a good time and kiss and punch on each other and whatnot. So, you know, okay. So, do you guys believe that relationship? You think it's something really there? Congrats to Keisha and Gucci Mane. You know, that is my baby. That is my boo. I'm happy for them. They have gotten engaged. I'm sure you guys saw the video, and they was at an Atlanta Hawks game in her big ass beautiful ring. And I told you guys before that I thought she was really good for him, and he's turned completely around, a changed person, looks very happy, looks very settled. I mean, it's just good to see somebody that, you know, once they realize the strength that they have in another woman, child, I tell you, we women, honey, we are so awesome. We can do so much for you men out there. All we need is your love, child. We will hold you the fuck down. So I think that their story is just so beautiful. And I'm so glad for them. Congratulations to the two. And then lastly, you guys, beautiful Cocaine, my Instagram, my loyal rock star out there. She want to know what the fuck is up with this TLC album. Can you tell me why y'all gave these motherfuckers almost $500,000 damn dollars and you ain't got no album yet? You ain't got no slumber party. You ain't got no personalized t-shirts. You ain't got no signed albums. You ain't got shit. You motherfuckers, I told you guys there wasn't gonna be nothing with that shit. Y'all bought into that, and them motherfuckers then ran off with your goddamn money. I wanna know. GoFundMe, Kickstarter, can a bitch get $1? Whatever the fuck it is. Where's this album? Alright, you guys, I am so glad I got this seat put back. I'm able to do it back here. Y'all see I'm glistening? I done got hot back here. But anyway, y'all's cool today. Let me get off of here, you guys. We do this every single week. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you come back. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.